confirmation message for those of you that you have been slowly feeling like giving up. But however, you're about to catch your second wind. Everything that has been promised to you is still moving towards you. Everything is still in good standing. Some of you may have been experiencing like delays, and also the delays have been showing up in the physical realm. You know how we fight things in the spiritual realm where we feel like something is, pushing back against us. It's like that spirit of limitations or that spirit of hindrance, which a lot of chosen ones have to battle all the time, is that something's trying to keep you stagnant or just limited, in your life. In a lot of areas in your life, it's very like that limitations. Some of you have been seeing the delays or that limitation show up in the physical realm. Like, even if you were, like, let's say you getting ready to go to work or go to the store, all of a sudden a car, somebody else would come, behind you where you can't even back out. Or let's say you're trying to get out your front door, but something, or maybe somebody's moving and people have stuff in front of your door, some kind of blockages. You're seeing these blockages and these delays show up on the physical realm. It's like, so now everything that you have been in the spiritual, it's like now you get to actually see what it looks like in the physical realm, if that makes sense. But however, everything that has been promised to you is still happening. And even when you feel delayed, listen, even when you feel delayed, those delays are going to set you up, for a better outcome with your circumstance. So listen, everything in this life is about timing. Okay, timing is everything. Sometimes a delay give us more from a situation than what we would have had if we would have got there in the timing that we wanted to get there, if that makes sense. Come on now. So listen, this is like, it's like 6 a.m. and I do my best work and I can feel in my spirit and I can see better when I just wake up, when I'm fresh. And a lot of times, if you are somebody who also are very intuitive and you can see things and you are and you have dreams and things like that, and you're a seer, we do a lot of we see better and we're fresh in the spirit once we get good rest as well. Okay, so that's another thing for some of you who are already intuitive in your life. It's all about resting the temple and resting the mind, so you can be able to see things clear. Because a lot of times what happens is the enemy will send a lot of deception to try to make you think that you're not getting nowhere, but really you are. Okay, so let's move on to this. There are, so look, it is good to know prophecy. Prophecy meaning it is good to know what God has spoken for your life. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why it's good to have messengers around you, prophetess and prophets and stuff like that. It is good so that you can keep up with timeline in your life. Because I'm about to show you something, how people can try to be stubborn or try to reject you or block you from things that are yours. So for those of you where you have things in alignment that's coming into your life, like, whether it be, elevating you to move, God has shown you that you're going to move, or you're going to get a bigger place, or you're going to move out of town, or you're going to have a promotion on your job, or that you have, connections that are going to be fruitful, just things of that sort. You're going to see how in real time, how people try to block something that God has already ordained for you to have too. You're going to witness that too, where people, a lot of times, it is people and their own stubbornness that try to block you, even though God has said, okay, on your job, you're supposed to move up, but yet they don't want to give the position. They don't want to give the monies. And, this is just an example, but you're going to see how God step in and intervene and still cause you to get those things that you're supposed to get. So you're going to see this in real time too. Now, come on now, catch them diamonds. You're going to see these things in real time take place, that nobody can reject you. Nobody can block you, because these hours are coming. They're coming towards you quickly. But see, here's the thing. You got to stay in this fight. Because if you're somebody who has been, experiencing a lot of, rejection, just like, being able to move forward in your life, you like, okay, what's going on? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. Why am I being blocked over here? Why am I being blocked over there? Why this slowing me down? It's not real. I want you to know it's not real. It's all a lie. Okay. It is another attempt for you to give up everything that has been promised to you just so you can give up on yourself. It's not real. And then at the same time, when it comes to a spiritual war, you also battling people who don't want to see you make it too. So in other words, there can be some people that try to put you in holding, like a freeze, try to freeze you, but yet you gonna break that ice. Come on now, catch them diamonds. I know what I'm saying. You gonna break that ice. You don't know that there's a lot of wickedness out here where people try to freeze everything in your life, and even with your bloodline don't want to see you to make it and excel, but you are going to. Like I say, them delays you're seeing, those blocks that you're seeing, it's not real. So in other words, it's just trying to cause you to give up, because a lot of you, especially those who hold great purpose on your life, and you're meant to break you're meant to break a generational curse. You're meant to break these bad habits. You're meant to break the cycle. You are going to fight the most spiritually, and it's real, for real. And I'm telling you, all the hard work that you put in, I'm trying to tell you, there is going to be a harvest. You're going to have benefits from it. Trust you me, you're going to. And look, it might not take off when you wanted it to, but I want you to look at it the way that I see it. I always tell myself, everything that you have, you got on the table, you got all your work on the table, and nobody might not be walking past that table to see what you got on it. But I promise you, guess what? Come on now. Ooh, I feel it. That table is there, and it's already set. Ooh, my goodness. Hold on, wait a minute. The table is already prepared. Oh my goodness. I just thought about that. The scripture. See? Oh my goodness. Wow. Hold on. Now that was a new one. That table is already prepared. Oh, yes. So, think about when we go to events and we have our table set up with all our different items, and you want people to come over. What are those things called again? A pop-up shop, something like that. You got to understand, your table is already set. Ooh, that is man, I feel that in my spirit. I got to grab that for myself too. That table is already set up. So you've done all that good work. It will not go unnoticed. It's all about timing, and your hour will come. Don't let nobody tell you different. Look, it's your table. That's all your work that you put up there, that hard work. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. Just because other people don't believe in all the spiritual things in the world and don't have no faith in a higher power, that don't got nothing to do with you. Because in your life, you have witnessed God, and you have witnessed, things change in your life. That's your own journey and your own walk. You can't let nobody walk it for you. You did what I'm saying, catch them diamonds. But that table is already prepared. So when the time comes and God, highlights you for whatever, and it's time for that harvest, you're going to reap back a lot. So don't shut it down. That is a confirmation for somebody. Do not shut that table down. You keep that table up, meaning all your hard work. Don't you throw your hard work away. It will be seen, and you will move forward in life. Come on now. I'm telling you, you about to get your second win. So these blocks that you've been experiencing, this rejection, and you feel like you're not moving and going nowhere, I promise you, things are changing in the spiritual realm. You might not see it physically, but it is moving. You're moving more than you know. Come on now. Come on now. I know what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm gonna close out this message. I gotta get ready for a meeting, but listen, this is what I'm seeing too. Supernatural changes are going to happen in front of you, like things that once was a rejection. You're going to see things come to pass where God made ways for it to happen. See what I'm saying? So you're going to see things in front of you change. So where there was a no, you're going to see it return back to you, and now that thing is being resolved, and now that is a yes, and you're walking through that door, or you're getting approved for this, or whatever your circumstance is, and you already know what God promised, you're going to see the supernatural changes take place right in front of you. So in this part of your season, for those who are waiting on promises to be fulfilled, and you know where you are spiritually, you're going to see those things take place. Okay, you're going to see those changes. You don't have to do anything but continue to show up. Okay, that's your confirmation. Just keep showing up, doing what you already been doing, because every day, every day there is a turn, there is a shift. There are conversations, come on now, there are conversations being had even when you don't know. So don't lay down. Don't put down your sword. You keep fighting and you keep pushing on, because conversations are being had right now. People are making arrangements. God is causing people to make arrangements so that you can get the things that's already promised to you in life. It's happening. In that house that you're going to move into, somebody else is moving out of, and there's being upgrades and that's just an example. Things like that. Things are still happening even when you're sleeping and you don't know about it. It's taking place. So what I come to tell you is that you're going to get your second wind. You're going to feel fresh again, and you're going to move forward. For those that felt like you was not going to make it, you're about to give up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. In this season, you're going, like I say, it's like a Joseph moment from the pit to the palace. You will be acknowledged, and you will experience the promise that God has already given you. Okay? Catch them diamonds.